Welcome back to the next week of Ready to Wrap Up. This week we're going to be bringing in Coach Nix to talk to us about athletics. But first, we're going to get straight into the news and announcements. To start off, the guidance department is hosting a toy drive to benefit local needy children. Bring a new unwrapped toy and place it in the boxes around the school. Each toy is a vote for either Auburn or Alabama. The toy drive will conclude December 6th, and the team with the most toys will get to hear their fight song played over the intercom. Challenge your friends and rivals to see who has more fans, Alabama or Auburn, and make a child's Christmas brighter. Also, Wednesday we had our annual snake show. We had the Yarboroughs come out and share their snakes along with several other reptiles with us. We learned how to be safe with snakes, and that maybe the only good snake isn't just a dead snake. And don't forget we had a talent show today. Here are the top 3 winners. And finally, don't forget next week is Thanksgiving break. We hope all the students enjoy their time off. And now we're going to send it over to Wesley with the interview with Coach Nix.
Thanks, Dustin. Hey guys, I'm Wesley and I'm here with our head football and head wrestling coach, Coach Nix. Coach Nix, it's great to have you on.
Yeah, appreciate you having me.
So before we get into it, is there anything you want to talk to us about the previous football season?
Yeah, I'd like to just say, there's a lot of positives during this football season. It was always good to end on a positive note with the win at the end of the season. There's a lot of positive things that happened this season. We got our first region win, and then I think it was also big that, it come down to the end, week 9, between us and Weaver getting that final playoff spot, and then Weaver going on to beat Plainview last week in double overtime. So it just shows how close we are in football to turning the corner, and we're in a brutal region. Our region, 3 out of the 4 teams are still in the playoffs right now. So a lot of times when you're dealt hands like that, you got 2 choices. You can either, rise up, or you can kind of cower down. And I was so glad that this team, kind of rose up to the occasion and, almost got the job done. And so, I think the answers lie into the off season though. With us, with addition to the new weight room and everything that it offers for the athletes, and not only football but any athlete at our school, that's the answer. If you're in a program and you want to see your program get a little, go further into the playoffs or compete for a state championship, then it comes in that off season, comes in that daily grind in the weight room.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly, Coach. And just before we move on to wrestling, is there anything else you want to say about the upcoming football season?
No, just looking forward to how the kids respond in the off season, and we'll have spring training starting. Usually spring training starts at the end of April, 1st of May, with a game usually on the 2nd week of May. So there'll be more information about that coming.
All right, and Coach, I will say personally, it was a pleasure playing with y'all this season, and I look forward to seeing what the football program has for success in the future.
I appreciate that, Wes.
Ain't no problem, Coach. Now, we're going to move on to wrestling. As a lot of y'all know, wrestling is very new around here, and I myself have been wrestling for about 3 or 4 years now, and Coach Nix has coached wrestling at Asheville for, I believe, 5 years, Coach?
Well, I was only wrestling there for 1, but they've had the program there ever since Scott Peavy was the one that first started it there, and so once he left, I did it, and then I moved on to Raglan after that, so they had another guy to come in and do it. So, but there's all kind of opportunities in wrestling. That's what I'm excited about for this school. It gives our kids another avenue to go down. Now, wrestling's a very tough sport, which Wes knows that, and any kid that's wrestled before. But there's a lot of stuff that can come out from wrestling. It's really, you've got to be technical with your moves. You got to know the details of each move, and you got to have a lot of heart. And I love sports that really, they don't take a lot of talent. It's really more heart than it is anything else, and football's kind of like that also. There's got to be a certain skill set that you got to have with, if I'm a baseball player, if I'm a basketball player, then there's got to be that skill set that you've got to have, or you won't be able to produce in that sport. But where wrestling and football both are really heart driven. If the kid's got a lot of heart and a lot of determination, they can usually be successful in that. And so I think that'll fit some of our kids that maybe didn't make a basketball team, and maybe they're not a sprinter for indoor track. That gives them an avenue to fit in somewhere.
Yes, sir. And as I noticed, because we started practice this week, as you know, Coach, and what I noticed is a lot of younger guys have came in that haven't played any sports. So what would you say to people, like you touched on a little bit, what would you say in detail to people that haven't played a sport, but wrestling seems kind of something they're interested in?
I always say give it a try, and that's the thing. We've got several 7th graders that's come out. Number one, that's going to help them in the future because they're going to be able to learn their moves this year, and then they're just going to get stronger and stronger, and it's really going to help with competition in the future. But in the now, it really helps grow that kid. And my challenge would be to any student at our school is to make sure you're involved somewhere. And not only being involved somewhere, but whatever you're involved in, try to master it. Don't just be on a team to say I'm on a team. If I'm on that team, how can I make that team state championship level? I think, a lot of times, sometimes in programs, I just want to, just give me a jersey, just give me a uniform to be on that, let me be involved in something. But, I want to try to, we've got to start sending the message. Let's take it a step further, and we're on these teams. Let's own these teams. And so, how do I make the team that I'm on state championship level? I'm signing my name on something. Be great at whatever you're doing. And we've got so many kids that's buying into that. They're working hard in the weight room, and we see that transferring from their hard work to their basketball court, or to a baseball field, or to softball, or to cross country, to volleyball, to any sport that we offer. It's getting better and better, and a lot of that is just it's kid driven. The kids doing better and better, and whatever it is that's molding that kid, whether it be the weight room, whether it be in the brotherhood with each other. We're a close-knit family here, and we want to stay that way. So I'm always trying to encourage other kids to play multiple sports, and then the kids need to encourage each other to play. If you know that somebody at this school can help another sport, then why would you not encourage them to come out there and be a part of it? And that's selling your own program.
That's definitely a good point, Coach. And just lastly, before we throw it back to Dustin over here, is there anything you want to close out with in remarks?
I just close out. I'd like to say that we really enjoyed watching y'all's programs each week, and for y'all this is another thing that kids can get involved. So the kids that are making this happen each week, y'all are doing a phenomenal job, and it makes everybody proud to be a Raider to be able to catch up on shows like this, and y'all just keep up the hard work, and I know all this will pay out because there's scholarships available for this, and the better y'all do at this, maybe you find a net that can get you into college and get it paid for by doing this. So I just want to say y'all are doing a good job.
And we appreciate it, Coach. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks a lot.
Now back to Dustin with the rest of the news. See y'all later.
Thanks for that interview, Coach Nix. And now we're going to send it over to Caleb Parker with basketball.
Thanks, Dustin. Hey guys, it's Caleb Parker with Raider Basketball. Your varsity basketball teams open up their season against Donahoe on Tuesday. The boys would lose 62-64 after a very exciting game. The guys are looking much improved from last season, as Donahoe is a very good team. The varsity girls would win 57-44 against Donahoe. This is a very impressive win for the Lady Raiders, picking up where they left off last season, and we look forward to what they can do the rest of the year. Your varsity basketball teams will play Gaston this Thursday at home. We have the scores from that game on the next episode. Also, during Thanksgiving break, your varsity guys will play at Lincoln in a tournament on November 20th at 7:30. The girls will also play at a Thanksgiving tournament in Alexandria at the Champion Sports Complex, and we wish them luck. And now on to junior high. Your junior high basketball teams played Weaver last Thursday. The boys would win 29-28, and the girls would lose 24-16. They would also play Donahoe on Monday. The guys would lose 50-13, and the girls did not have a game. Their next game will be this Thursday at Ohatchee, and we'll have more information on that game on the next episode. And that's all for basketball this week, and now we're going to send it over to Juliana with cross country.
Thanks, Caleb. Your Raider cross country team brought home the maps at the 2017 cross country state championships that took place on Saturday, November 11th at Oakville Indian Mounds Park in Moulton, Alabama. Both girls and boys were runner-ups with 6 total all-state runners. Senior Matisse Miller placed 4th, Skylar McLeod was 5th, Jacob Gladen 7th, and senior Dakota Roberts placed 14th in the state. Trinity Roberts placed 3rd as an all-state runner, followed by Gracie Hood placing 12th. Thank you for all the support. I am Juliana Ballew. Back to you, Dustin.
Thanks, Juliana. And that'll be all for this week. If you have anything you want featured on the show, email us at pbbroadcast@gmail.com. We'll see you next time.